With socio-environmental changes in recent years, the job duties of veterinarians are no longer limited to the diagnosis and treatment of animal diseases. With international trade and increased contact between people and goods, global public hygiene is now a constant concern. This has led to a growing emphasis on meat hygiene and inspection, animal disease prevention and quarantine, livestock zoonosis prevention, and conservation ecology. It is essential to foster more present-day veterinarians for their involvement in these areas. The School of Veterinary Medicine, NPUST, was established in 2011, focusing on veterinary medicine, disease control and prevention, animal vaccine research, conservation of wildlife, and medicine for wildlife. The school includes the Department of Veterinary Medicine, the Graduate Institute of Animal Vaccine Research, and the Institute of Wildlife Conservation. Being one of the earliest departments to be established in the university, our alumni are globally distributed where they continue to excel. Some of the prominent alumni play important roles locally in related fields. Examples include the Secretary of the Bureau of Animal and Plant Health Inspection and Quarantine, the head of the Animal Health Research Institute, the Director of the City and County Animal Disease Prevention Institute, and the Director of the Taiwan Veterinary Medical Association. Overseas alumni include Professor Yong-Fu Zhang at Cornell University, Professor Jeff Koh at Purdue University, Professor Qingling Wang at Mississippi State University, and Professor Jimmy Kwong at the University of Singapore. Our department currently has curriculums for veterinarian specialists with focused areas of concentration. The three main areas include aquatic animals, large animals, as well as swine diseases. To date, graduates have completed curriculums and obtained licenses in two areas: aquatic animals and for swine disease specialists. We believe that the implementation of these courses of study can benefit the Taiwan diagnostic development of economic animals. NPUST Vet School alumni cover more than one-third of the veterinary clinics in Taiwan. These include franchised clinics like the National Veterinary Hospital and the Loving Kindness Animal Hospital. These all serve the animal care community. The Department of Veterinary Medicine has been around for 90 years, since Japanese rule in Taiwan. Besides the Bachelor of Veterinary Medicine degree, our graduate program now offers the Master of Veterinary Medicine, MVM, and Doctor of Philosophy, PhD degrees. In addition, prospective international students can anticipate specialized classes that are fully taught in English. The hallmark of our university is the participation of Year 3 students in one of the laboratories of the department. Similar to MSc students, they will then be required to undertake thesis research that has to be presented during their fourth year. On top of that, Year 5 students are expected to take part in internship outside of and within our veterinary hospital. During in-house internship, they will be rotated among the departments of the hospital that include small animal internal medicine, small animal external medicine, large and wild animals diseases, fish clinical pathology and diseases, avian diseases, swine diseases, and more. The internships provide diagnostic and clinical experiences and allow students to apply theory into real-life situations. The plentiful insight will keep them well prepared for actual veterinary work settings. This unique system of internship is what sets us apart from the rest of the veterinary schools in Taiwan. The Animal Disease Diagnostic Center in the South is very special. Our Diagnostic Center for Disease constitutes the units of biosafety level facilities and core research laboratories. Our veterinary hospital has an extensive history that stretches back to the era of Japanese occupation. We started off by providing farm visits for large animals and care to companion animals that mainly include cats and dogs. Presently, our veterinary hospital consists of divisions that include external and internal medicine, laboratory medicine, diagnostic imaging, as well as pharmacy. Being the first veterinary hospital in Taiwan to provide state-of-the-art computerized tomography (CT) services, the External Medicine Division deals with a fair amount of referrals, especially that of diagnostic imaging. Therefore, we have accumulated considerable knowledge about CT diagnosis that can provide other hospitals with a clearer picture about this diagnostic procedure. The Graduate Institute of Animal Vaccine Technology was set up in 2005, so this year is the 10th year since the founding of the department. So far, the GIAVT is the first graduate institute in Taiwan that focuses on animal vaccine technology. In addition, we have a pilot production plan for animal vaccines. Our experimental animal facility is AAA-LAC certified, which is not easy to achieve. We have 6 laboratories. They are the Vaccine and Adjuvant Analysis Lab, the Immunological Analysis Lab, and the Macromolecular Lab. A number of our classes are lab practicals, and some of our students are part-time students coming from vaccine companies, this being one of our main strengths. We also have many international students. The focuses of faculty member research are: Dr. Ju, the department head, runs the Vaccine Engineering Lab, focusing on bovine, porcine, and duck vaccines. The lab has several translational research grants. The second professor is Dr. Yang, focusing on adjuvant research and dissolvable encapsulation technology, with antimicrobial peptide research as a special focus. The third professor is Dr. Zheng, who has developed vaccines for aquatic animals, such as the nervous necrosis virus vaccine for groupers, and also a special protein, LZ8, as an adjuvant. The fourth professor is Dr. Zheng. His focus is on virus-like particles which resemble viruses but won't reproduce and spread like real viruses. The fifth professor is Dr. Ke, focusing on avian vaccines, researching on vaccines for chickens, including bacterial and viral pathogens. Vaccines for other types of animals are also part of his research. The sixth professor is Dr. Zhuang, focusing on viral vaccines for pigs, cows, chickens, and pigeons. Our graduates often find jobs in the field of vaccines in biotech companies with employment rates of about 80%. For industry-academic collaboration, often international collaborations, students go overseas to conduct experiments. As students participate in these collaborative works, they can also find career opportunities internationally. Issues such as environmental pollution caused by rapid development of the global economy, increasing awareness of environmental issues, and the emergence of eco-travel and eco-engineering have made people think more about wildlife conservation. Major issues in wildlife conservation include impact of wild animals on public health, agriculture, and transportation, and the impact of invasive species on the local ecosystem and how to control them. Our mission is to train students in the areas of wildlife and habitat management, wildlife zoology, natural resources management, and conservation and recovery of threatened and endangered wildlife species. Since wildlife conservation involves many different aspects, we welcome students from various fields, including life sciences, forestry, livestock research, the plant industry, veterinary medicine, leisure and recreation management, landscape architecture and environmental engineering, and human sciences. After graduation, students can find jobs as environmental protection researchers, veterinarians, forest district managers, forest resources researchers, animal keepers, and other relevant workers. They can choose to take the national exams and find positions as conservation technicians and researchers at government institutions, such as the Endemic Species Research Institute, the Forestry Bureau, or national parks, wildlife protection areas, and nature reserves. Or they can work as managers or docents at private organizations such as private zoos, eco-farms, insect parks, animal hospitals, and eco-travel agencies. In Taiwan, populations of large animals have been decreasing, mainly because of habitat loss. What's worse, there isn't enough study on these large mammals, and people don't know much about them. Unfortunately, most of these animals live in remote mountains that are rather inaccessible, not to mention conducting research there. So, to strengthen conservation, we need a group of enthusiastic students to join our research teams. With concerted efforts, research will be more efficient, and information about wildlife could be delivered to more people to develop their knowledge of wildlife and conservation. Do you want to get hands-on medical experience? Do you want to be a top researcher in animal diseases? Come join us!